Welcome into Let's Talk Shop. My name is Steve. In the last episode, we restored some metal parts by way of plating and powder coat. Today, we're going to look at reviving some rubber parts like heater duct and defrost duct, things like that. What needs to be done to restore rubber, and can it be done? The answer to that is yes. So stick around and find out what we did. Before we jump into it, I want to mention this glue that I used for this episode, small company. Sadly, they closed up shop during COVID. If you need a glue that excels at rubber repair, just get on your favorite search engine. There's plenty of choices there, some from companies you've actually heard of. That said, let's move forward.
Got some rubber repair to do here. This is a little device that separates the fuel lines underneath the rear quarter panel where the fuel pump is. It's just got some cracks in it. Got a new batch of Mr. Glue here. The reason I found Mr. Glue is I wanted something that would really be tops for rubber. And super glue isn't purported to be tops for rubber. That's why I ended up getting it. Now this split in the center, that belongs there. I don't want to glue that shut. Don't want this on my fingers. So being extra careful. Just trying to fortify this thing. It's not an essential piece, but I have it. I'm going to use it. Well, let's see how this works on some of this here heater duct that's old and brittle and cracked. Just like it to keep this stuff together. This Mr. Glue product is superior for gluing rubber together. Super glue kind of works. Mr. Glue definitely works. These were separated by a fairly large gap. I'm finding it difficult to grip it without sticking to my finger. Now I need to let that set for about a minute. Okay, this has been sitting for a good hour. It's looking pretty good. I mean, it looked pretty ratty before I got started, and now it's solid, and it's sticking together. And this particular heater duct is from the green car. It's in better shape than the one that came off the silver car. So there's the silver car one with a crack there, and then on the other side, there's a crack there too. I'll still repair this one. We'll make it nice. And I'll probably end up using the green one because it had less going wrong with it. Let's do this again. Gonna wear gloves this time. Got a little bit on my fingers from having it drip down the back side. Totally didn't even see that going on. Boom. I'm gonna hold that together for a good minute. So if this works well, and I trust that it will, this could be a good testament to repairing brittle, cracked rubber. Looks like it's working. I mean, it's early on and this has to cure, but I am quite pleased at how this came together. Have all these heating and ductwork pieces that are unobtainable. Any that are obtainable also need repair. So we got to find an answer. So this is how you can fix your own. Here's what it's looking like. And this is the 76 piece that was pretty darn cracked on numerous corners. Oh, just one word. This piece here that kind of looks like it's torn, that's how it's built. Both of my heater duct vents are like that. So this one healed well. This is looking good now. You know what? I am definitely a fan of Mr. Glue. Let's get a light in here. Are there any holes? A little bit of a hole. You can see the light coming through there. I've got a pokey here. So the hole is there, but it's actually occupied by the glue. Yeah, I can't poke through it. Yeah, it's solid because the glue hardened, and I do believe it's going to be just fine repairing this heater duct. So, Mr. Glue, winning! Next up for the heater duct, BlackWow. Make it look a little better, shine it up. Do I need it to be shined? Not really. It'll never be seen aside from a video or two. When it comes to restoring rubber with BlackWow, I like to soak it for weeks, but this is a pretty large item, and BlackWow is expensive. Just going to coat it gently. Take a little bit of the brittle off. Another thing is, if I soak it, it's going to have a lot of BlackWow on it. And, you know, this being a heater part, I'm not sure if BlackWow changes viscosity under temperature changes. And then it might drip. Probably not, but I'm just going to hit it. Give it a coat. Make it look nice. Right now it's flat black. BlackWow is going to make it gloss black. Have a little bit of wow factor. Hence the name. Oh, geez. Alright, so let's see what we got here.
That footage we just saw, that was 5 years ago. So let's take a close look on how these fared just sitting around over 5 years, sitting in a box. So I've got to say the heater ducts do look good. There's the cracking that I bolstered with Mr. Glue. Seems like it's pretty solid. I mean, I'm sure if I tore at it I could break it, but I'm not going to do that. You know, I hit it with BlackWow so it would stay moist, and it's, you know, it's pliable. It's looking good. Looks good and feels good. The second one had more substantial cracking that I used the Mr. Glue for. And I'm happy to report that it stayed put and it's flexible without breaking it. Happy about that. The defrost duct, this had all kinds of cracking going on. Happy with it. Now one of these was so far gone, you know, it's trash. So I did order up a couple more. Got them from Riggs Vintage Mazda in Canada. He sent me 2 more, one of which actually has a big perforation right there. Now that is also fixable. Now for fixing that, I wouldn't use the Mr. Glue because this is like, it wants to flex, right? So what I would hit that with is black silicone, which I have. I'm going to hit that. Just going to use a black silicone gasket maker. I'm going to shape that a little bit with my finger. I still want it to be able to flex, right? That's why I'm not going with Mr. Glue right here. I want it to flex and still seal. And this will be, you know, high temp, so it doesn't care that there's over 100 degree heater blowing through. Okay, so that's fine. That piece will be fine. So the incoming from Riggs Vintage Mazda, completely usable. Happy. What I'm going to do now is hit all of these items again with BlackWow. They are feeling soft and preserved, but I'm going to hit them again before I put them on the car, especially the new incoming ones from Riggs Vintage Mazda. And here is that cable, or I think it's fuel hose routing grommet. So the slot in the center is on purpose, and it had been cracked on these edges. And the Mr. Glue held well. Looking great. I'm going to use it. One last round of BlackWow on these other ones from 5 years ago. So the BlackWow does a really good job of softening up the rubber. Also makes it look pretty. So if you're worried about cosmetics, like maybe on some trim on the outside of your car, great stuff. These are on the inside. No one will ever see them. My purpose right now is to moisten and hopefully prolong their lives. especially here in California where it can be arid all summer long. I guess if you're living in the South where it's humid, you're probably not worried about things becoming brittle. Now honestly, if BlackWow wasn't so expensive, yeah, I'd much rather fill like a little plastic tub and just dunk these in. That'd be great, because then I'd catch the inside just as easily. I should have shown you this way early on in this video, but this is a defrost vent for a Mazda RX3. There's one on the left, one on the right. They're both different. And that's where these little tubes go. So these are going to connect the defroster to the heater so that, you know, you can warm up your front windscreen. That's what that's all about. And these two guys here, each Mazda RX3 has one of these. This connects from the heater core to the heater blower, you know, and then sends heat off to the rest of the car. I have two of them because I have a parts car. And so I got one off of the silver car, Hazel, and one off my parts car, the green car. So, you'll be seeing those in an upcoming episode soon.